You know, Donald Trump, I think he's really bringing people together. Women, Hispanics, Muslims, the disabled, veterans, blacks. He brings them together in the understanding that Trump is a race-baiting idiot. See how he brings them together? It's a twist. So it's fun for me to watch Republicans who used to pretend that they were family values and Jesus Christ and Jesus and God and morality and family values and Jesus. And
not having gay sex in bathrooms.
And no gay sex and no and then to have to defend this guy, thrice married, runs a titty contest, owns casinos, I don't know what else to say.
Wants to fuck his daughter.
Wants to bang his own daughter.
Well, that's all from the Bible, you know.
And that's all. That's right. That comes from the Bible. Raped his own wife. And it's fun to. And he just hates Mexicans and now the Jews and the gay. And so it's just fun to watch Republicans have to defend him. Right. So they have to, because the Republican brain, loyalty to power more important than morality. That is morality to them. So we've talked about that before on the show. Being loyal to power is the equivalent of morality in a conservative brain. This is true. And so...
And by the way, their bullshit morality more important than actually helping the greatest number of Americans.
Yeah, it's not real morality.
Yeah.
It's a fucked up sense of morality.
Right.
Yes, it's not. That's not real morality. That's messed up morality. That's Bible morality, right? In the Bible, always, what God did is right because he's God, because he's all powerful. So it doesn't matter what he does. So that kind of extrapolates to modern day conservatism. No kidding. So here's the governor of Oklahoma. And she had to come on, and she was asked a question about Donald Trump. And this is her right here. She's on with Jake Tapper.
FYI, she's a huge piece of shit.
Kidding?
Isn't she the one who refused to shake hands with Barack Obama?
No, that was Arizona. That was Arizona. So another fine female GOP governor.
Okay.
Arizona. That's Jan Brewer. She's a real piece of work. So here is, so let's listen to the question Jake Tapper has for Jake Tapper.
Donald Trump has campaigned.
Let's listen to it again.
Do you think Donald Trump has campaigned as a racial healer?
As a racial... No, that's like a joke question. That's like a joke question. It's like, do you think Chris Christie is setting a good example for nutrition? This is our Jake Tapper's Comedy Corner. Hey, do you think Donald Trump is, let's see, campaigned as a racial healer? There should be a laugh track under that. And so that she doesn't just, let's watch her response. She does not burst out laughing.
Can I hear him ask it again?
Yeah, of course we can.
Do you think Donald Trump has campaigned as a racial healer?
I think he is trying to campaign as a racial healer. I think that has been part of his message.
She can't even say it. She can't even say it.
Racist, the healer. Oh.
I think the Keeping the Straight Face Award of 2016 goes to Oklahoma Governor. What is her name? Can you give me her name? I forget it. So, Trump healing our divided nation is like a pyromaniac joining the fire department. Okay? God, hearing the governor speak tells us that Oklahoma's problem of lead in the water is worse than we thought.
Mary Fallin, Fallin.
Mary Fallin. What she said. Let's listen to her response again, because you got to hear her response. We're busy laughing through her response, but let's listen to her response, because it's important.
Do you think Donald Trump has campaigned as a racial healer?
I think he is trying to campaign as a racial healer. I think that has been part of his message.
Oh, sure. He's tried. I mean, David Duke and the Klan agree he's a racial healer. What the governor says makes sense if you've never heard or seen Donald Trump ever before in your life. Then it makes sense. So there you go.
I'm surprised Jake Tapper didn't come back and go, I need to rephrase that question. Do you really think...
Let's see, long-form birth certificates, Mexicans are rapists, banning religions, building walls. Donald Trump is a healer like Charles Manson. So that's all the jokes I have for that clip. But That's fun. It's fun to watch them have to defend that stuff, and they end up looking like that. They have to keep a straight face while they do it, or else they have to leave the party, right? Because their base, their crazy, racist, maniac, anti-intellectual base, will get upset with them if they don't support Donald Trump. And this is, you know what? You guys did this, the Republicans. This is your own creation. This is 20 years of foxification of the Republican Party. 20 years of telling people, don't listen to smart people. Don't listen to science. Don't read books. Don't listen to the news. And just listen to us and don't read a lot. That's what this is. This is the result of it. And then you have to come on TV and get joke questions from Jake Tapper.
You know, she looked like she was on her period or something. maybe that's why she was having trouble.
She's probably that's what Donald Trump says, right? He would probably say that she's probably on her period.
Bleeding.
Yeah.
From, the eyes. I don't know.
She's bleeding from the eyes or from someplace.
Yes.
She's probably bleeding from the eyes or whatever.
From her faloofa.
From her Bill O'Reilly falafel. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is fun. It's fun. We get to make fun of you guys all the time now.
I like the way they both seem to be doing this interview in that like Vietnam War prisoner way of like they both have this weird flat affect. Like we have to go through the motions of this, or we don't get rice gruel.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a pretend question. Let's listen to it again.
Do you think Donald Trump has campaigned as a racial healer?
I think he is trying.
You're right, Robert. He said it. Do you think Donald Trump is campaigned as a racial healer? Like he did have a weird inflection.
There's this weird moment of like, I think I have to ask this question.
I think I have.
And then her response is almost like, I think I have to answer that. Like nobody's happy about going through this part of the news cycle. But they're all like, well, we have to.
I love the chyron. It says, Trump, racial divide has gotten worse. No kidding. No kidding. Here we go.
Do you think Donald Trump has campaigned as a racial healer?
I think he is trying to campaign as a racial healer. I think that has been part of his message.
Sure, his message. I think that's been part of his message. And people are supposed to, and Jake Tapper, everybody just has to sit there and listen. I guess nobody can go, really? Oh, he's tried to be a racial healer? What the fuck? This is what we're left with. And that's considered a real interview on CNN. Because that's CNN.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jake Tapper, after that response, just went, well, I asked. I mean, it's my own fault for asking, isn't it?
Comedy team of Tapper and Fallin. Two deadpan comics.
Right. Nobody straight faces it better than these two. Am I right?
Right.
Right? I mean, that's better than SNL for sure. SNL, it's like I always know they're joking. Them, I forgot for a second.